Hi, welcome back to CPA Tech Talk. If this is your first time watching a CPA Tech Talk video, then let me explain what this is all about. This channel is about helping CPAs or accounting firm owners scale their accounting practice with the help of technology. And my name is Harish Godeti. I'm the founder of EasyBiz Systems. We help small and medium businesses scale with the help of technology. In this year, in 2021, I'm on a mission to help 2000 CPAs scale their accounting practice with the help of technology. So this is an exciting episode today. I have a very important topic or a very interesting topic for all the CPAs out there, and it's gonna transform the way you do your business, right? So let me give you an introduction about today's topic. It is the title that I chose for this topic is 5 Amazing Ways to Use Automation to Scale Your Accounting Practice. Yes, I mean, even though it is for any professional practice, it works for accounting practice in specific, because the examples I'm going to show today are specific to accounting practice. So I'm going to show you 5 ways that you can use or you can leverage automation to scale your accounting practice. I'm so excited to share this topic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my computer so I can share my screen and go over those details with you. So let's dive in, let's get started. All right, as I said, let's get into the topic for the day. So, as I said, the topic is 5 amazing ways to use automation to scale your accounting practice. But before we jump into the topic, let me just share about a couple of things about me. I'm the founder of EasyBiz Systems. I have spent over 15 years with billion-dollar tech companies, building products, building teams, and scaling them from virtually zero customers to hundreds of customers. I'm also a certified copywriter. So what do? We provide business, digital transformation solution services to small businesses. I'm a Zoho One sales and consulting partner. We also do Zoho training, and right now I am very specific about I'm working on building a vertical solution using Zoho One platform for CPA. So that's my project that I'm working on right now. So that's about me, what I do. So I mean, not that it is important. It's just that I want to make sure you understand that whom you are talking with, talking to. So now again, today's topic is 5 amazing ways to use automation to scale your accounting practice. So I published a big article, a long article on this topic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share that article. We are going to walk through the article, and then I'm going to show you what we are going to do in real time with the product. Okay, that examples that I used in the article. So let's get on to that. So this is the article that I want to share, talk about today, that 5 amazing ways to use automation to scale your professional practice. The examples in this that I used are completely about accounting practice. So first thing is using automation, in sales. So what does it give you? So what is the advantage of using automation in sales? So you can use it in multiple ways in multiple areas, but I suggest the moment you start using automation in sales, you're going to get results very quickly. You will improve your follow-ups. You can manage your leads better. You can create schedules for repeatable processes, which I'll share what it means. And finally, you can improve your customer experience. So these are like the 4 key things I believe the automation is really useful, in the sales side of business. So let's understand what is improve follow-ups mean. So typically, the sales teams are really busy, and then they may miss out on following up with certain prospects. So what we can do is in Zoho CRM, since I'm a Zoho consultant, I'm going to talk about Zoho CRM, but I'm sure this strategy or these steps are possible in any other CRM as well. So in Zoho CRM, we have a ton of options to automate, right? So for automation, and one of the things is called workflow rules that you see here. So what we can do is we can build a workflow. We can set up a rule that whenever someone prospect opens an email that we send, you can assign a task immediately to the lead owner, whoever is working with on that particular prospect's account. So that way, what happens is the sales team member doesn't have to monitor all the emails every time. They will get notified when someone opens, and they can immediately call that person and take the discussion forward. So that really helps save a lot of time and ensures that the sales team members don't miss out on follow-ups. That's one. The second thing is manage leads better. So the moment you walk in, I mean, if you have been using CRM, or if you're not using CRM and you just have all your leads as a list, so once you start using any CRM or CRM application and you load all those contacts into the leads into the system, what happens is it gets very hard or very difficult to figure out what are the top leads in that. Let's just say you have 100 or 150 prospects in that list. What are the top prospects that you need to care about? So it becomes a challenge to understand that. So for that, we can go ahead and use automation one more time. So what we are going to do is we have something called scoring rules in the Zoho CRM. Like if you go to settings and automation, we have scoring rules. So what we can do with this scoring rules is you can specify, like if the annual revenue is over 100,000 K, and country is United States, then we wanted, you can assign points and you can score them. So the better the score for a lead or a prospect, the important they are to immediately follow up. So that's how we can set up and really differentiate where you have to spend your time most of the time, choosing big accounts and bigger accounts, and the leads who got the most points, right? So that is how you can automate and take decisions on whom you have to chase first in your prospect database. So that's another amazing use of it. The third thing is any business has repeatable steps. If you're an accounting practice, every month you may have to ask them to send their documents or bank statements or something like that. So what you do instead is you create a schedule for those activities, and you enable them inside Zoho CRM. And what it does is it runs automatically. It gets triggered on the triggered date and time and does the job for you. For example, if you want to go ahead and request someone to share their documents in a folder on last day of the month, so what you can do is you can create a schedule and enable that so that it runs at the end of the month, every month, and then notifies them to upload the file, so there won't be any delay in providing them the services they requested. So that's a very powerful option that Zoho CRM provides, the scheduling repeatable process. So that's the next one. Finally, improve customer experience. So you may be thinking, okay, CRM is basically for sales. So how does it relate to customer experience? So here's the thing. What happens is every time you actually do something, and if you don't do it consistently, your clients would lose interest. So what you can do inside Zoho CRM is basically you can map out a journey on how you are going to connect with the prospect, take them through the prospecting process, take them through the selling process, and getting them on board. You actually define a particular a process so that you can go ahead and implement it in this. And inside the Zoho CRM, we call it the customer journey. So you go ahead, define the customer journey, and then you can use that customer journey to enforce the customer journey, so that every time the same thing happens, and your client satisfaction significantly improves because they see a consistent behavior, consistent results. Their confidence in you will increase exponentially. So those are the three things that, I mean, not three, those are four things that I think where you know where it is really useful to have a Zoho CRM. So that's one. So the next thing that about automation is automation in marketing. Unfortunately, I mean, with the way things were going, most entrepreneurs believe that marketing is all about automation in marketing, or marketing automation is all about sending birthday emails, festival emails, and holiday messages. Yeah, it sometimes offers like, okay, we are offering this for a limited time. So that's the only scope, or that's the only boundary that some entrepreneurs think when it comes to automation, whereas like marketing automation is way bigger than that. So I see that for marketing automation, that there are three things that I recommend you do. The first thing is identify the channel that's working. The second step is to integrate the channel with Zoho CRM, and finally automate the lead nurturing process. So go ahead and find out what is working for you. If you're running Facebook ads, Google ads, LinkedIn ads, what is it that is, or direct mail response, what is that working for you in your business? Find that out. So once you have that information, you can go ahead and enable an integration back with the Zoho CRM, so that you can update those contacts automatically, and not have to do it manually every single time. So that is the next steps. You go ahead, identify the channel that's working, integrate with Zoho CRM, right? And then finally you have to automate the lead nurturing process. So what is lead nurturing? It is nothing but adding value in order to win trust of your prospects, so they finally end up doing business with you. So automate that lead nurturing process, because what lead nurturing process is all about is you go ahead and engage with the leads, and take them through a journey wherein they get started as a stranger, but by the time they complete the journey with you, they feel that you are the most trusted advisor for their business, and they continue the relationship with you. So what are we going to do with automatic lead nurturing? Is we want to make sure that you go ahead and send specific emails, or you go ahead and engage with the prospect and educate them, and they in turn understand your capabilities and start doing business with you. So in this use case, what I'm explaining is, let's assume you have a CPA, and you're a CPA. I mean, yeah, that is what the document says, but yeah, I know you're a CPA and you have accounting practice. You ran 3 Google campaigns, AdWord campaigns, one for tax filing leads, second one for bookkeeping leads, and finally for the auditing leads. So what happens is, once you have that information based on the service opted, you can send a sequence of emails and nurture those leads, and at end of every email you can have a call to action to actually sign up to set up a call with you or something like that, so that the process continues. So this is the way to actually go ahead and start doing lead nurturing. And if you haven't observed yet, there is a huge advantage with this. This is a one-time activity, and the results are exponential, right? So that is the main thing. So automation in service delivery. So what it really means is, if you're, automating sales, marketing, all this stuff is good. If you are not automating your ability to deliver your service, you are going to struggle very hard, because you have to put you have to contribute, you have to go ahead and do the work, the actual work. So that's the reason you have to go ahead and automate your service delivery process. So what does it really mean, right? Once you adopt the automation for your service delivery process, you're literally shift your practice from good to great, because people are going to love what you're what your business does to them, how do you serve them, so they're going to stay with you longer, refer more people, and do all of that stuff. So what is it? What does it mean? What does it mean to automate a service delivery process? So in any professional services, professional services business, the key is to deliver the service, right? You are getting measured. The result you offer is delivering the service. And if you want to go ahead and do it at scale, there are two factors that you need to consider. The first one is consistency, and the second one is the speed at which you deliver your service. So let's talk about consistency, right? So to me, consistency is all about giving your best service every time, right? To any of the anyone in the world, or any prospect that you have, right? So to give them consistently the same service. So even if I can say that, it's unfortunately it's easier said than done. It's very hard to actually maintain consistency when you have a team of 5 or 10 people delivering the same thing. So then what you really need is not technology, but a subset of the technology, or a feature of the technology, which is called a blueprint. A well-defined blueprint will enable the team to deliver better, faster, cheaper. So the blueprints are the key to be able to go ahead and to build a consistent approach to provide your service. So here I'm going to share a screenshot here on the screen. As you see, this blueprint is for income tax return. So what this blueprint does is it gets triggered every time the payment is made online, and then it has a lot of steps in it. I don't want to go over all the steps, but this is a blueprint. So once you publish this and make it available to your sales team, they're going to just go ahead and follow the blueprint and not really deviate from it and cause problems. So this is really important. So blueprints are extremely important in terms of scaling your business. So that's one. Finally, the last before the fourth option, or fourth way, is automate your payment processing, or automation in payment processing. So most professional practice owners, what they feel is, if they are accepting PayPal or Stripe, they feel their job is done, or the automation, the automation payment processing is done. Unfortunately, like, accepting payments through a payment gateway is the basic, is the foundation. Just like, it's very, very basic stuff for for us to get started. So that is something we have to keep in mind. But the keyword is convenience. So a lot of clients are willing to do whatever it takes to save time, to go ahead and save money and stuff like that. But if they feel that it will give you a lot of convenience, they're ready to pay you more. So the keyword here is convenience. So the users of the product should not have like any a lock-in and stuff like that. So the key is the convenience. The more convenient the product is, or the service is, they are going to stick with you longer. So when it comes to payment processing, if you have integrated PayPal or Stripe, or have those logins, that's just a very basic, but the first step. Today I want to share two other options that you can use with respect to payment processing that can exponentially grow your business or practice. So I guess so far so good. If you are following me, if you are able to understand what I'm saying, and if you are able to capture the amount of opportunity that you have in leveraging the automation, comment below and let me know how you feel, or where you are stuck, or are able to follow me, right? So the next thing is service initiation on payment. So whenever there is a payment received, you have to have the capability to start the service, so that things doesn't take too long. So that is one thing. So every time a payment is made, you can going to go ahead and get started with the particular service. The second thing is, it's all about automatic debits for recurring services. What it really means is, it's MRR, monthly recurring revenue. The more monthly recurring revenue you have, the better it is for you. So that is really important to understand that, then you can implement that using auto debits and auto debits and for recurring services. You can use Zoho subscriptions or anything like that, but I recommend Zoho subscriptions application because it integrates directly with Zoho Books and eliminates any need to update the data manually. So that is something I think is a very good use case for automation in an accounting form. Finally, automation in client retention and referrals. See, the thing is, your clients should be your biggest asset. So what happens is, once you deliver a project and they're happy, they're going to refer more people. So how do you do that? This just doesn't happen overnight. It happens with uh, it goes ahead and you have to go ahead and enable few things to be able to achieve automation in terms of client retention. So I'm going to show you what you need to do. The first thing is, send out a set of emails each month to your top clients requesting an appointment with you, so you can go over how their business is doing, how can you serve more and stuff. That one gesture or one small change in your business can exponentially grow your business or number of leads, because your clients feel so valued that you are asking their time to meet every single month. Whether they take it or not, it's up to them, but since you are doing the job, you will have a lot of you add a lot of value to your client, right? So that's one. And about the referral, what you can do is you can create the forms and send after every service, and asking for feedback for the service and also asking for another referral. See, the whole key to growing this business is, unless you ask, nothing is going to happen. So you want to make sure you ask the right people at the right time, and so you get the right contacts so you can take this further. So yeah, this is how a form looks. So you can go ahead and do the form as well to capture the referrals. So all in all, automation is the key. Automation, you must consider automation to be able to grow your accounting practice. So we spoke for some time, I explained it for some time. So which strategy, what is the automation that you are going to implement right now or today or very soon, like in the next 1 week, and why? So go ahead, comment below and let me know why, what kind of automation you want to leverage and why, and I'll be happy to go ahead and answer your comments. So I hope this video is useful. If it is, go subscribe to this channel and turn on those notifications, because I publish almost every single day, or sometimes a little less, but you get to know the topic very quickly, right? So go ahead, subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching this video. I will come up with a new topic on Thursday. Thanks.